Howdy, this is Ava Wangness. I'm going to be doing another cast reflection. This is for the cast experience. What is this? Oh, my cast experience college research. So I just made this one, although I've been working on it since February of 2021. So it's been about 5 to 6 months now. It's been a while. So for this experience, I'll be talking about the different documents I've made in preparation for college. So if you don't know me all that well, I don't really know what I want to do with my life, which is super fun. Love that for me. But I figured I couldn't delay any further because otherwise I would just be sitting at home, not going to college, and I don't really want that for myself. So yeah, so I just got on it and I just started making a document of a bunch of different colleges. The colleges that I started with were just colleges that I had gotten mail from. So I have a whole pile on my desk that's just like filled with a bunch of college letters and different college research and that kind of stuff. So I basically just went through that and started making a document, like 1, 2, 3, listing them all, and just saying what they had to offer and what looked attractive to me and what didn't. So over the past 5 months, I've made a document with 50 plus colleges. I'm not sure. Let me look at the exact amount. I can tell you. Actually, no, I can't. Never mind. It's a lot, okay? Just take my word for it. Miss Rollins, I'm sure if you're watching this, you can just go ahead and look at the document, and you will see that there are, like, a lot of colleges. A lot. Yeah, so I've done a handful of research, and during this process I've actually discovered a lot about myself, about what I want out of college, which is really cool. I didn't think that starting this that I would really figure out what I wanted to do. I thought I would just get the research done, and then once I figured it out, I'd just choose. But as I've, I guess, looked at all these colleges, I've figured out what I do and what I don't want. So that's something that I actually added on my document. So near the end of this project that I'm doing, I decided to make an actual list of the things that I wanted out of a college, because I realized I have like 50 something colleges and I don't know which ones I like. Like, all of them sound kind of appealing, but what do I really want out of a college? So I made a list. So I want it to be a Christian college, decently far from home, because I want to grow spiritually and mentally and physically, all that different kind of stuff. And I want to put myself in a different environment, because although I love my hometown, it would be great to experience other things. I'm sure the world has tons of different things to offer that's not just in where I live. So I definitely want a lot of study abroad and missionary opportunities. That's something that I'm personally proud of. Something I'm personally passionate about. I want to be able to explore the world, and I want to be able to help others and spread the gospel. So that definitely needs to be part of the college. I want it to be as inexpensive as possible, okay? So I read this book near the beginning of my journey, actually, and it's called Debt-Free Degree. It's by Anthony O'Neill. It's over on my bookshelf. It's super good. Highly recommend it, especially if you're about to head into high school. Super good. It basically tells you, as a student and as a parent, what you should be preparing for in order to get through college with limited to no debt. And I want that for myself, because I feel like debt is a shackle that I just don't want to carry into my adult life with me. So definitely probably at the top of my list is as inexpensive as possible. So, state schools are looking super good, or schools that just have weird small tuition. I found a few of those, actually, but I'll mention that later. Another one was opportunities to grow, which I touched on just a little bit. Growth is a huge thing for me. Personal growth is something I super duper very much value. So wherever I go, I want that opportunity to grow. I don't want to be like spending tons of money on an education where I can't, I guess, reach my full potential. I don't want it to just lack opportunity. And yeah, cool. Let's see. I also want a nightlife outside of college and many things to do within the campus or off the campus. So I know that a lot of colleges, especially if they're rural, basically all you really have is what's on campus or what's like just outside of campus. I don't want that. I want to experience things outside of just campus life. Like, I want to be able to go, I don't know, like however many miles away and go try something new, some new experience that I've never done before. Like, I want a vast amount of activities and opportunities to pursue. So, yeah. Another one is credit for my APs and IBs. I think that's definitely on the top of my list as well, because, I mean, I've been working in the IB program for many, many years. It's not many years. It's been like 3, but it feels like a lot. And I've worked very hard to get where I am, and I've scored very well on the AP tests I've taken. So I want to be able to use all of that hard work and get some of my credits done with. Another one is scholarships. I want a lot of scholarships, either from the college or from third parties. That's one of my goals. It helps with reducing debt, and also I've been working super hard, so I feel like I should get a lot of merit scholarships, because otherwise, what's the point of working this hard? And then the last thing I have on my list is I want a college that has many different degree options, specifically involving the environment, engineering, or biblical studies, or perhaps a build-your-own type of degree, because, as I said, I'm not really sure what I want to do. I either want to pursue something in environmental engineering, or I want to pursue biblical studies, or both. Who knows? Not me. So yes, I need the college to be pretty diverse in what it offers, like academic-wise, because still not sure what I want to do. Yeah. Let's see. Some other unique stuff about my document is that I've organized it in a bunch of different categories. I'm actually super proud of this document. Don't know if you noticed, I've been rambling on for like 7 minutes. So yeah, I've broken it down into a bunch of different categories. So the first category, when I started this, I didn't really put it into a category, so it's just a bunch of colleges that I had gotten letters from. And then as we get farther down and as I progress in like my order of this document, we get down to debt-free degree colleges. So Anthony O'Neill is connected to this one financial franchise that's actually pretty interesting, and he has a YouTube page and everything, so I went on there and he actually mentioned a few colleges that were pretty low in tuition. So I found, I think, 2 of those that I'm actually pretty interested in. Then we have in-state colleges. I have a bunch of those. And then I have international colleges, which I'm interested in, and then Christian colleges. So I kind of organized it, and for some of these colleges I even have little diagrams or snippets from the websites. So I think it's pretty thorough. Some of the colleges aren't all that thorough because I got bored of them super fast, but, a lot of them are pretty good with research. I think halfway through this experience, I decided to just share it with a bunch of people, either students who I go to school with or other friends who go to different schools, just because I thought that it would be a helpful reference, especially for kids who don't know exactly what they want to do. So I shared it to, I think, 7 people now. So that's where the service component comes in. I feel like this is helping the community, and probably once I come to a final decision on what I'm doing with my life, and once I've figured out which college I'm going to and all that kind of stuff, I think I'm going to post this on the internet somewhere, so that, I don't know, maybe other students like me can look at the document and maybe it'll help them in their journey. So yeah, that's where the service component comes in. And the creativity component comes in with organizing the document, finding all this research, figuring out what I want to do, or what is my criteria for a school, that kind of stuff. Yeah. Now I'm going to move on to my learning outcomes. Woo! Alright, first one. We got identify own strengths and develop areas or growth. So, during this process, I think I have grown. How have I grown? Very good question. What are my strengths? All right, I'm back. Okay, after some thinking, I've discovered what my strengths are. So I think from this experience, I've definitely shown my hardworking and, I guess, disciplined personality, because I have been working on this consistently for like 5 months, and I haven't been very, I haven't really let up on it. Like I've been doing my research all throughout school, no matter the assignments. So I think that that's definitely one of my strengths that occurred during this experience. And areas of growth, still don't know what I want to do with my life, which is exciting. I have a year until I graduate, less than that until I have to start, only a few months until I have to start applying for colleges, which is definitely stressful considering I still don't know what I want to pursue, or which colleges I want to go to. So that's exciting. Yeah. I have narrowed it down though. In my in Manage Back, I did post another document where it's like my final few. By final few, I mean like 24. I still have a lot, but I halved it, so that's something, right? Huh? Yeah. So I think the ones that I have left, a lot of them are in Virginia, some are in South Carolina, some are in North Carolina, some in Pennsylvania, some in Oregon, some in California, some in Scotland. So it's a variety. Yeah. Woo! Okay, next one. Show commitment to and perseverance in CAS experience. I think I already answered that one. I've been working on this for 6 months. I've done really thorough research. I think that's another one of my strengths, the thorough research part. I think I'm not the greatest at research, or I hadn't been previous to this, and I think that this is a great opportunity for me to really dive deep and organize my research in a helpful manner, which is pretty cool. Yeah, but my commitment is definitely shown by the time that I've put into this document. So, yeah. All right, third learning outcome. Demonstrate how to initiate and plan a CAS experience. So during this experience, I definitely had to take time out of my very busy schedule because, I had work and I had school and I had social life and family, all that different kind of stuff. You know how life gets, So I basically had to work around my super busy schedule and plan time to figure out my life. So sometimes it didn't always work out. Sometimes I had like 10 minutes until I had to go to the next activity. Sometimes I had like 2 whole hours that I had planned into my schedule for just college research. So it definitely took a lot of initiative and planning beforehand in order to actually accomplish all that I've done with this document. So yeah, super fun. Another thing is I definitely had to initiate and plan a lot of the college visits. So that's the next element that I'm beginning, is I'm starting to do college visits in the area. So I think I've already done 4, which is super exciting, but I definitely want to do more. Of course, that involves going onto the website. Sometimes it involves talking to what are they called? Admissions officers, all these different kinds of things. Then you have to talk to your parents, and you have to figure out what dates work for them, what works with work and with school coming up. It's a bunch of different things, but it definitely takes a lot of planning beforehand and figuring out, is this going to be a day trip? Is it going to be a thing where we have to stay the night? All this different kind of stuff. So it's definitely grown me as a leader and a planner and a communicator. So that's good. I like growing. Growing is good. Yeah. So I think I'm done talking about this now. Okay. Peace out.